So, as per your understanding, just before you got to know it is related to the incidents. Okay, the incidents will be created. What is incident in terminology? Whatever the issue which is raised by the end user or customer, then it would become the incident. So, it is created the incident and will be tracking it in our phone, right? So, sir, here, okay, end user should have to call to customer care, sir, every time. You need to call to some one of the number and support team will be only creating, sir. Only that way end user will be using. That way, only that way.
No, no,
See
sir. We
here,
have to raise ticket also.
even though I am the employee of SDFC or I am the customer of the SDFC, okay, let's say if now let's try to take up. Employee is having an issue, you don't need to call to customer care. Also, he can be able to access this particular system. Okay, access to this particular system, his own, he will be able to create it in mobile. Okay, he will be able to create it in a mobile or desktop. Okay, mobile or desktop or any other platform, he can be able to access to this particular system through the browser. Okay, then use it. Remember. Okay, fine. How we get the requirements, sir? Here we got understand what is what. Okay, what is what we understand. We will be using. We got understand. Okay, and the ServiceNow developer job, something we got understand what we do. But how the requirement comes in a real time based, how the application will come. Okay, let's assume, okay, HDFC needs, okay, needs one application where people can track the issues. People can track the issues. Okay, track the issues. Then what is the next step? This guy, okay, related to HDFC people will be, okay, will be approaching different kind of IT companies. First point. Okay, maybe they are having the contacts in Infosys, for example. Maybe they are having the contacts in HCL. Maybe they are having the contacts in any other MNC, okay, or any other IT company, not only MNC, IT company. Okay, this is their requirement. Okay, then they will be approaching the IT company. Let's say example Infosys, HCL, and TCS. They will be approaching it and they will be providing all the requirements in a high level to these people. Then they will be giving some quotation. For example, Infosys is able to, okay, develop, okay, develop this particular, this kind of application, okay, to the HDFC in 50 lakhs, for example. For 50 lakhs, they are able to commit, for example. And HCL is giving 40 lakhs, for example. Okay, this business and all will be in the back end one. Okay. For example, TCS is making the application, developing the application or supporting it in with 30 lakhs. Then the guys from the SDFC people, okay, maybe business related people, business development, okay, or business analyst, for example. Okay, this guy will be talking to IT company and get the quotation. How much time it takes, for example, or what is the amount of costing for this project. So absolutely depends on the bidding or depends on the quotation or the benefits from the IT company. This guy from the SDFC will be decided, business related team will be decided, and it will be hand over to one of the company. Let's assume here they are they are taking up for only 30 lakhs, for example. Okay, I'm taking the example, not only 30 lakhs, you can take in a crores or something also. Okay, then this got the project. TCS got the project from SDFC. Okay, then you tell me in IT terminology, who is the client and who is the IT company,
TCS is the IT company,
right?
HDFC is the client.
SDFC is the client. So TCS will be recruiting the people first thing, or TCS will be having a ServiceNow platform team, for example. Already they have recruited. For example, they are working on other project or they are into the ServiceNow platform. Okay, maybe there are 10 developers are there, and two admins are there, and one tester is there. And related to the ServiceNow, there is a business analyst also, for example. This is the team. Okay, developers are there, admin people are there, testing team is there, and business analyst team is there. And inside this, there would be the project manager or delivery team, and the senior software developer engineer or junior, and all are there. So from this team, okay, from this team, it gets formed into, let's assume, four members are required to develop SDFC related application. Only four members. Then from here, they will be picked up. From here, they will be picked up. If they are not having a team, they will recruit it from outside. They will recruit it from outside, from different kind of job portals. They will recruit it. They will be onboarded. Then those guys who are those guys, four members are tagged to SDFC project one, SDFC project related to ServiceNow. Okay. Then how the communication would be here. So this is our actual job. From here, four members. From here, let's assume 20 or 30 or 40 people. We are going to be tagged here. We are going to be tagged here. Example. Understand? Okay. We got tagged here. Then how we get started, sir? How we can get started working on? Okay. For example, there is one manager and one lead who can lead the team technically, and he is leading the team. Okay. And one dev team of ServiceNow, and one is admin or tester, for example. And other guy may be business analyst. What is business analyst? Business analyst is the guy, okay? Business analyst is the guy where he is good at communicating or attracting the people, and is more, okay, understanding of the business of ServiceNow platform. More he is good at understanding the business and get the requirements from the SDFC business team. Okay, from here or from BA of the SDFC will try to talk to them and get all the requirements and keep it in one of the document. There are n number of meeting will be happening. Okay, with help of business analyst will be the mediator. Okay, just remember, business analyst is the mediator in between our development team, okay, and the IT, the client. From the client, he get all the requirements and keep it in one of the document and get it finalized, then start working on it. That is what will be happening. That is how this software is delivered to the SDFC. So somehow you are seeing it now here, something HTTPS dev, okay, 190.168.servicenow.com na. But in the real time, right, how it would be whenever they start working on, how it would be in the real time. Okay, you just see here, clearly observe it more. You will get understand. Okay, see here, the service now. is user friendly and it is free of cost for us everyone. Okay. This is related to the practice purpose. The instance will be giving by the service now. People are able to exploring the topics of service now, like us. We will be using it. But how to create it and all, I will show it to you. Don't worry. Okay. But in a real time, it would be the URL would be whenever it gets started. Okay. Whenever it gets started, developed by these guys, it will be named with, for example, dev. Okay. It is developing na dev. Okay. HDFC dot servicenow.com. This is the first phase of the application. First phase. This is the first phase of the application where developers start working on once they got all the requirements from the HDFC business team. This is the first phase. Let's assume in the first phase, the requirement got fulfilled. For example, there are 4 requirements. Okay. I am using the new word called requirements. Requirements means how the form should be looks like, how this should be automated and all the requirements now. Okay. Those are all the requirements. In the first phase, they had all the developed it, but testing isn't done. Then they will be tracked and moved. Okay. This environment, whatever they had developed, let's assume there are 4 requirements are developed. Development is done, 4 requirements. Then 4 requirements will be moving to the next instance, that is testing related instance, or you will be calling it as anything. It can be QA, okay, or it can be STG, the real time, or it can be UAT, where people will be testing out. Maybe there is a see, for most of the projects, as a dev team, whatever we had developed here, we will be testing out here also. Whoever the developers are there, right? Most of the times they will be testing out. Very rarely will be using the ATF ServiceNow framework. Okay. There are people who knows this topic, ServiceNow ATF, and there is a separate team for the testing and test out those 4 requirements, whatever they develop, and as per the expectations, it is working or not. Maybe one of the requirement here, okay, maybe one of the requirement here, whenever, whenever I'm selecting the hardware, only hardware related things it should be showing here in subcategory. All the choices. I'm using the word called choices, remember. Or you will be using the options in your perspective. Na? Then if I take up here database, only database related options I should see here. Okay, the testing team will test out, but the actual development done by whom, these choices and all, the options and all, who has created it, ma? Who has created
Service desk,
these guys, na? In
developer.
this instance. From this instance, it will be copying into the next instance, that is testing instance or STG instance or UAT instance. What is UAT, what is testing and all, you will get understand it. But for now, let's understand the concept here. And next, in the end of the day, people will be deployed this into the live environment, that is sdfc.servicenow-.com. So this is used by the HDFC, okay, internal employees, okay, and HDFC internal employees and the customers. Murli, you can leave the control now. So once the testing is done, once the requirements got fulfilled, or maybe in the testing there are some defects, then they will fix it in the dev environment itself. And again, it will be moving to the test environment till the application gets stable. The life cycle in between here to here one. See here. Okay. So let's say it is developed here. Okay. It is hand over to the here. Again, they had developed one of the requirement is not working as per the expectation. They again it will be going back to the this instance. And here it gets fixed out. Again, it will be moving to the this instance. So the cycle will be happening here till all the requirements, assume four requirements got fulfilled. All the requirements got fulfilled. Once it got fulfilled, it will be into the deploying into the end users live environment, production environment, where people related to the SDFC customers and their internal people from different branches will be used it. Remember, understand everyone. Okay, this is how the structure would be. Sir, it is deployed to the, okay, sir, it is deployed to here, okay, live environment. Then what we do, sir? Being four members, what we do, sir? Our job will be gone. Huh? If project run, our job will be gone. Huh? No, sir, from here, four people, okay, two of the people will be supporting, okay, supporting in terms of admin and development work, not taking up the calls from customer and talking. Admin and dev team. If any issues in the live environment, they will working on it. Support team, one or two members will be assigned it. Again, after 2 months or 3 months, they will come up with one more two requirements. Then all these guys start working on it. It is the continuous process, ma. Remember, it is the continuous process. It will be into the maintenance, na live in the live. Who will be monitoring it? Because if any issues, who will be resolving it? There is a support team related to ServiceNow admin and development. Those guys will be working on it. This is how the structure of ServiceNow in the real time. Maybe, okay, you might be having some doubts. Sir, only ticketing tool, sir. ServiceNow is ticketing tool. Is that correct? ServiceNow is only for ticketing tool. Hmm? Not only ticketing tool, sir. Okay, it is not only ticketing tool. When it is introduced, okay, when it was introduced, was a ticketing tool. I remember. Okay, it was very long back, but who has introduced it? What was the history of the service now? What was the history of service now? And competitors in the service now? Do you know anything? This information? Anyone? Hmm? Anyone knows more? This information? Okay. See here, ServiceNow was introduced in the 2003 one. 2003, ServiceNow introduced as a ITSM. ITSM means Information Technology Service Management. Okay, this is the ITSM tool, and people will be calling it as simple ticketing tool. It's not only ticketing tool, remember. It's not only ticketing tool. Why I prove it? Now it's a okay. See here, we talked about this now. We talked about request and incidents and all. The people will be using it to track the incidents or issues. But see here, anyone worked employees here? Anyone from other department? Any organization did you guys work on? Let's say I joined one of the company or I joined one of the project in the organization. Okay. So let's say whenever I join one of the company or whenever I joined in one of the project inside the organization, I need some access related things, access things or assets, access. I need some devices to be tested out, for example, for testers. I need different kind of application access inside the application, whatever we are using it one of the project. But how this will be requested by the employee, and who will approve it, and what is the status of it. Maybe in the real time, okay, the people will be using it, okay. If I am the employee of X company, okay, one of the company, for example. So what I will do, I will simply go into my project related instance instead of this, okay. Then I will go to one of the section, okay, one of the section, one of the section. So maybe I need related to the software. I will check it here. Okay. Maybe I need access related things for Microsoft Access. Okay. Then I will get access from here. I will request the access from here. Order now. Are you understanding? Okay. This and all, you don't need it for now. Or I need one more access. So then instead of order now, I will click on add to cart. Okay. Add to cart. Again, I need here some other stuff. I need desktop related. Then I will be adding them into the cart. So here, if not, I need mobiles to test or work with my project, or somehow I need some other way. I need a mobile. Then how can I order it from here? How can I order it? Maybe employee will be using this particular platform called ServiceNow. Then we'll start ordering whatever is required. Whatever is required, he will be ordering it. So example, mobiles. Okay, proceed to checkout. He need one of the mobile, that is iPhone. He will select it, for example, and okay, and it is replacement or broken iPhone. Say no. Okay, monthly data allowance is 500 MB, for example. So this and all, he will be selecting it and order it. Whenever he gets order it, okay, in the back end, the employee of manager will be approved. Then it will be automatically it will be moved to the see order placed. Thank you. Your request has been submitted. Order placed. This is the request number where I can track it. If I click on it now, it will be moving to one of the form. You just see here. See here. Okay. What is the request number? Requested for, you will be selecting. Okay. Maybe I had logged in with admin so that it is showing administrator user. But how it is selected automatically in the form? Do I raise the form? Did I enter anything here in the form? No, right? But how it is approved automatically? How it is rejected? This and all automated the business processes in any IT organization. Okay, in IT sector, to become everything is digital, then we will be using the ServiceNow. So maybe from our end, we will be using one of the concept here. Okay, maybe we'll be using one of the concept from here, that is catalogs. Do you see anywhere? Yes, see. Then you will be building out this service catalog. These pages, these customizations, you will be doing it. Maybe here there are mobiles. Okay. So he need Okay, one more mobile here. Okay, so company is offering one more different kind of mobile to the employee. Then how it would be? How we will be developing it? Maybe ServiceNow developer will develop it with help of using this particular concept. Sir, maybe only two requirements we will be using it. There are many more. For many of the requirements in IT sector is using the ServiceNow. Even HRSD we talk about. So something we had seen na, our poster, something HRSD. It's human resources service delivery. Okay, in company, if there are thousand of people, for example, how the leave request will be happening, or how the payroll is happening, how these guys are having an issues with payrolls, how they are approaching the HR department and all will be covering in this module, for example. There are many modules, okay? This can be calling as a module. There are many modules which is supported by the service now. First was ITSM, okay? Later they had introduced HRSD, okay? And ITOM, okay? And GRC. So, and there are n number of modules which are introduced by the service now. Remember. But the concepts, whatever we are learning, okay, whatever we are learning here in our course, whatever we are learning in our course, the concepts would be the same, but but the business process would be different. But the core, okay, evergreen core is this one. Evergreen core module of the service now is this. If you learn this, you will be able to learn this very easy. In our course, we will be covering this mainly. Then, as committed, I will be giving overview of the HRST. Fine. Any doubts here? And it was introduced by 2003 by one of the fellow. Is great fellow. Okay. Is not. He was doing the job. He was employee of one of the competitor. Okay. One of the ticketing tool that is BMC Remedy. Did anyone hear BMC Remedy? The BMC Remedy, one of the employee worked for 20 years. Then he had introduced the ServiceNow, same tool, same related tool, that is ServiceNow, by understanding loopholes of BMC Remedy. The advantages, features, and all he has identified, and he came out from the organization BMC Remedy, and he has built his own platform called ServiceNow. Introduced in 2003. The guy name is Fred Luddy. Fred Luddy. He has introduced it. And there is a team. There is a team also with him. He has introduced it. But while he has introduced it, na, the name was Glide. It was started with Glide. But later it has name with ServiceNow. Now he is very biggest, okay, biggest tool, cloud tool in the market. And they are updating it's like anything. They are growing with the world. That is why we have started the ServiceNow course now. We'll be having beautiful future next to 15 years or 20 years. You don't need to worry about the technology and all. Just to, you need to do as per the market, you need to upgrade it. That's it in a future. Understand? So this is all about, okay, in next sessions, right? In next sessions, probably we'll get started with actual sessions. We'll start working on entire course here, whatever we committed. because it is a proof where we can be able to give you the commitment. So we will be covering all the topics from here, ma. This and all. So in the introduction, we will be covering what is ITSM, what is ServiceNow. You just understand why ServiceNow, ServiceNow architecture, comparisons, and what are the versions, job roles, what is needed to get ServiceNow job and all. And a module or topic level, you will get understand it, everything in the future. I had conducted 2 demo sessions, na. So now you can decide whether you want it to be continue or not. 2 demos are done. Even if you wanted to be looking to my teaching style and all, you can go to our YouTube channel. Maybe people knows it. You can go here, search with, go to the YouTube platform and search with something. This is the platform. This is. So if you go to the playlist, right, you will be finding it related to the ServiceNow. Because I am the QA engineer and ServiceNow developer, so that I can be cover QA related also here, performance testing or core shower related concepts and all. So nowadays I started, you know, keep the videos related to ServiceNow also. You can go and check. You are able to understand the concepts or not. But syllabus is this one. Whatever I had given here, right? Maybe see here, business rules if I talk about. Okay. There are update sets or business rules. There would be the topics in the development part. See client script, for example. So is there anything client script related tutorial here? Client script. Then there is a topic, business rules. So what is business rule? Here, complete business rule tutorial step by step. So I made almost 4 videos. It will be keep on going. So you can check here the topics, whatever I am covering. Here already I had explained it. If you want, you can go through how the development is simplified in a simple way. Okay, fine. That is how, if you wanted to be join the live sessions, right? Contact with this number, WhatsApp this, and enroll it and join into the next batch. So that would be started on Friday, which I am trying to be start. Friday, 8:30 a.m. If you wanted to be part of this particular batch, then enroll it with the 8K first installment. Okay. And next 15 sessions, not days, remember. After 15 sessions, you can pay more 8. Then total course will be 16K. That is very less compared to any other platforms or institutes. I'm not blaming anyone, other institutes and all, but this is my charge here. Fine. So the process and all already I had explained it in the demo. Okay, you can go through it. Fine. Anything else? Feel free to ask me. We will
Hello.
end up this. Yes, please.
Sir, do we work on real-time projects?
See from this onwards. Okay, remember. See from this onwards. Okay, maybe yeah. From this onwards, right? We'll start creating our own application and implement them from here. Because before that, this and all related to kind of theoretically, and you will get understand it easily. But from here, we need to create our project and start working on it and implement all the topics here. And whatever I am implementing, I am taking up one of the application. You should not take it. You should have to take different type of application from your instance and practice it on daily. Okay. That is how you will be exploring your skills. So you don't need to copy paste the project related stuff and implement it in your instance. So instance is nothing but this. You will be having your own this part. How to create it and all, I will show it to you from next sessions. Okay, that is how. So maybe today is Wednesday, na? Till tomorrow, right? You can get enroll it, ping to HR team, and they will be giving some process where to make the payment and all. Then from Friday we will get started. Weekly 5 days, Monday to Friday. With any emergency, if I don't take on Thursday, for example, I will take it on Saturday, same time. But our agenda is to finish it in, try to finish in 2 months, so that you will save your time and you will be having time to get practice and start hunting for the job. Okay, fine. So whatever I commit, I do it. But whatever I am unable to commit. Okay, someone yesterday something has happened. Okay, see, there were one of the feedback that is poor example or an average something. Okay, I'm not pointing out anything my here. See, as a institute HR team, they are having the responsibility to get the feedback. First point. That is most important because no one is perfect. We need to make ourselves perfect, right? Whenever we get the feedback from the people, then what is our mistake or lack we will be covering in next moments or next whenever we get a chance. Correct? Everyone? Any work, whatever you do. Okay.
Yeah.
So the process which I had told frankly or genuinely, he was not like, he didn't like it. He needs only proxy. See, proxy, if I take proxy, right, in 2 to 3 interviews, you will get the job. But not now. It was long ago. That is 3 years ago. So eventually, my agenda is to place you people. For example, whenever you place right, even it would be promote for my institution also. Is that correct or not? Even I may get the money from you. Correct? Even I can earn by making the proxy and attract you. I will make the proxy combined join. But eventually, right, you will be lost now. Right, if I tell this. And again, you will come back after 2 months or 3 months and come back to me. Sir, you asked me to join the batch. You said you will be making the proxy and job guarantee something. But where is my job, sir? I have wasted my 3 months. The money I can give it to you, whatever you had paid, for example, but the time that you are wasted for 2 or 3 months, I cannot giving you back. That is most important. Time is precious. Utilize it. And from the starting itself, you don't learn anything if you focus on this proxy. Everything would be dependent upon me or any trainer. And maybe I can tackle it more. Within 1 or 2 interviews, I can give it to you. But everything is being recorded. Interviews. The moment you are entering into IT, now, for example, very worst case, you got an offer by proxy. Then you will go to the organization. Whenever they start talking to you, na, the interviewer might be